occasion, and the food and everything's been brilliant. And I would personally like to thank the Indians. And we're all going, what did he just say there? I personally like to thank the Indians for their totally delightful spread. We were all going, holy fuck. We were up on the balcony at that stage, looking down at this guy, sort of standing with a Jimmy Young Belfast accent, thanking everybody, but having no decorum, whatsoever. I'd personally like to thank the Indians. Fair play to you, Lord Mayor. That was very nice, and off he went, sort of thing. But that was it. I mean, I don't think I've actually set foot in the Ulster Hall since. I've done paintings of it, and it really is a memorable building, for and anybody who's been been involved in rock will all know about the Ulster Hall, and it was brilliant as well because, as I say, whenever the Troubles were on. Oh yeah, and by the way, I went there, yes, with Remy the night that Metallica played during the Master of Puppets tour, and James Hetfield had broken his arm, and the roadie played guitar, James sang, and Cliff Burton was playing bass, and it was only a matter of a few days later he was unfortunately taken from us, but and there was were other times that you just went along and you just sort of said, I can't believe this, because there's bombings and shootings every day, but for like 3 hours here, in this building, we can forget about all that. And all the bands, and okay, I mean, bands like Kiss and Ozzy and that were too big, for the Ulster Hall. But for the Ulster Hall, the bands that actually played in the Ulster Hall were perfect for it, and I love the fact that they braved the Troubles and came and played for us, But I'll just finish as I normally do on just the mental health issues, because I was getting, and I have been getting a lot of messages about how people are able to relate to the stories that I'm telling as enjoyable, but at the same time they get a little sort of a little something from something that I'll say about my own personal kind of issues and stuff, and then they go, whoa, I know what you're talking about, and they get it. For example, over the last while, since starting on a sort of a different type of balance of meds, I've discovered that my day starts slowly. It's like I mean, I know everybody's day starts slowly. Nobody enjoys getting out of bed, sort of thing. But I do sort of edge my way in, like it's like an airplane taking off, on the runway. By the evening, I'm in, it's takeoff, and then I can do this. Whereas I would never be able to do one of my vlogs, an hour after I wake up, or whatever, because I'm just not in the, not in the place for it, and it does take time, and it's okay, as long as I'm good, for a lot of the day, it's okay being not so good, for the time that where it doesn't really matter, and all you're doing is just sort of building yourself, keep yourself right, build something out of Lego, go in and feed the fish. Always bring JJ to school. Sometimes I come back afterwards and lie down again for a wee while, and then it's harder to get to wake up out of a nap. Wake up all grumpy. And then yeah, but I do feel better, in the more in the evenings than I do in the And then somebody actually sent me a wee message. Evelyn, I think you called her Evelyn, and she said to me, you know, what what is the difference between what way you feel every day and what way a normal person would feel? And I had to write back to her and say, Evelyn, I am a normal person. It's just that I'm normal. You know, but I do have to sort of think think about things in a different way. So she got back to me anyway, and she was going, well, what is the difference if there is? And it's just persevered with this normal person and a person with mental health issues. So I had to sort of put it in this way, and I don't know, maybe some people will relate to this, some people may not, but I said to her, can you imagine waking up, or how? No, I didn't say that. I asked her how many times she has woken up and approached the day wondering if she's feeling okay, or feeling good, or bad or whatever. And she got back to me, and she said, yeah, obviously, that happens to me, from time to time, but I still class myself as being normal. And I said, well, Evelyn, I class myself as being normal, but I wake up every day and sit at least, you know, 3, 4 times a day wondering if I'm feeling okay. It's like balancing, a sort of a, you're always able to function. I can function perfectly every day, but when you look out and you see people laughing and joking in the street, or you're in the city centre and people are having a beer and stuff, and you don't feel like having one, or then the next day you do, it's like you're balancing things up, always in your head about what you feel good about doing, and it's always in your head, do I feel what, not do I feel good, it's like, what way do I feel right now? And you're constantly asking yourself that. So if I'm the only one doing that, then that's fine, no one's going to hold it against me. But if there are other people out there who can relate to, I mean, listen, I function perfectly well in all capacities, but I still have that, thing where I'm questioning my mood and my motivations and stuff every day. If there are other people out there who are feeling the same way, or maybe even worse, just as I always say, don't keep it to yourself. Never, ever, 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 ever listen to someone saying you should just pull yourself together. That's the worst thing anybody could ever say to someone with mental health issues, because it's like asking a fish that's been caught and cooked to go back into the sea, and live again. It's just impossible. But it's just, we're building a lovely wee community here with these vlogs. I'm so happy that a lot of people are getting fun out of the fun aspects of it, but at the same time, sort of getting something out of something that they can relate to as well, with regards to, and the mental health issues are one of the reasons why I decided to start doing these in the first place. So stay strong, keep the faith, and I will be back again here tomorrow night, Friday night, with more stories, more interactions, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all then. Okay, so tune in, and I love you all.